Hi, I'm Shayna, the lead singer of Bear Axe.
Hey, I'm Matt. I play guitar in Bear Axe.
Hey, I'm Oz. I'm the drummer for Bear Axe.
My name is Jonathan Robert Lemon, the first I played bass for Bear Axe. My name is John Lemon, and I play bass for Bear Axe.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, get down to some prog rock tinted soul with Bear Axe. Led Zeppelin meets Lead Belly. You would never have thought that Craigslist brought these four together. Welcome to Band in Seattle.
Was trying to find places to sing, and I ended up doing like a side little gig at Microsoft. They were like party or something like that. And then that's when I met Matt, our guitarist, and he was on the gig too. And like I had seen him the one rehearsal that the band had like hodgepodge together or whatever, but we didn't even speak to each other. And then at the gig, I actually heard him play, and I was like, oh, like he had a solo, and I was like, okay, all right. So we were all on break, the gig, and I was just like, hey man, what are you doing? You know, you want to make music sometime? He's like, yeah, like me and my, two bandmates, we hang out at a warehouse and practice. You want to come to the warehouse? And I was like, yeah, that sounds safe.
I just go around and going in with the BNC, I just want to think and take up all the thesis, turn to what type of place, and maybe we can freak this. We can turn to a change, we can turn to a different place, will the band be the blaze? I can forget the verses, but the curses of the people of the past will disperse it. And I know that for certain, from the surface, we can find it out in the earth is constantly spinning, and we gon' keep winning, and we gon' keep doing, and we gon' make this in it.
To the side show, got that but the skin, that diction to your predilection.
Hey, 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 hey.
You can write me off like a taxi at the moment. I can't just a little too much seriously. Whoa, I got a train. Oh, if you want to feel like this, I'm going into
I brought my best friend with me to go to this warehouse in Tukwila, and was like, oh my God, it's so sketchy. But then Bear Axe started like that night,
We went from being a band that we were thinking we're going to be more like the Alabama Shakes, and then she hit one note and it was huge. Like, let's do that.
Shayna is so fun to play with, and I've played with a lot of singers in my day doing all sorts of stuff, and just immediately with Shayna, I think there's just a connection.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me where did you sleep last night? Through the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night, my girl, where did you go? Tell me where did you sleep last night?
Long story short, I ran into Bear Axe and they said, hey, we need you to come play this show. We really need a drummer for this gig. I was like, okay, when's the show? I think Shayna was saying in a week or 2.5 weeks or something like that. So I had to cram all these songs really quick. But they turned out to be really fun songs, and we've just been doing it ever since.
first practice we had, he pretty much had all the songs down, and we don't have like super hard stuff, but it's not like you can just sit in all the time, and he's just such a monster drummer. It's like insane, and I think it's been a big difference having him in the band. He really pushes us to another level, and he's also just like the sweetest guy I've ever met in my life, so.
My girl, where did you go? Tell me where did you sleep last night? Through the pines, where the sun will shine. I would share the whole night long. My girl.
So we booked a gig before we even had a name, and it was our first show ever. And like we were like, oh, we need a name for the, Facebook event or whatever.
We still don't have a band name, and we're going through a bunch of stuff. And every summer, John does like a camping trip for his birthday. And so it was right around then, and he was like, you know what, we'll just go camping and the name will come to us. So I'm out there, it's like just the two of us in the band, and we're just sitting around the fire and being like, it'd be really scary if like a guy with an axe came out right now. But it'd be even scarier if a bear with an axe came out right now, right? Yeah, that would be scary. And then the next day we're like, bear axe.
It was like, yeah, man, sure, we'll be Bear Axe. And then finally the deadline came, like, hey, we really need a name. Like, hey, guys, John's like, hey, guys, I have a Bear Axe.
And then we never thought of anything better, so here we are.
After the break, find out more about Bear Axe.
There's always brown liquor involved. We're trying to get sponsored by some whiskey companies, so.
Brown liquor make my head sicker. But brown liquor make my body sicker. Brown liquor make me wanna go quicker. The brown liquor make me talk like. If you ain't been sleep on a bed, if you ain't been sleep on a bed,
Brown liquor, oh my God, literally.
Brown liquor was written around a brown bottle of liquor.
There's always brown liquor involved. It's like we're trying to get sponsored by some whiskey companies, so.
Somebody picked up a bottle of like bourbon and like brought it into practice, and like we passed it around, and Matt was just like, now, 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 I was like, brown liquor. And that was the song.
Brown Liquor is kind of bluesy. I like that song, but it kind of takes you back a little bit, makes you think.
That song kind of definitely helped shape our sound.
And every word was tapping that one take that first time.
When I was 14 or so, and that was it. I just never really got into anything else. I don't know what I would do without it. It's just, the drive is just within me, I guess. I don't know, it's just the most fun you can have, I think, and I'm lucky to be able to do it for a living.
I play drums, honestly, because it completes a part of my soul. Underneath everything that we go through, like between, making it to gigs and doing, our performances, we check on each other. If this person needs a ride to there, we'll pick each other up because this show is worth it and people are waiting for us. So we want to go out there and deliver the best, performances that we can. And usually that's the goal every time.
Music is freedom. I took a break from, the corporate career, and now music is my full-time thing. There's something about just being able to express yourself and create and be around people that are just looking for that same thing that just feels real. That's why we do it.
Music is kind of my meditation. It's my personal medicine. If I think too much about work, I pick up the guitar. If I start making a beat, I'll get lost for 2-3 hours, and nothing's wrong in the world.
When we return, uncover more about Barax.
Try and take over the world one song at a time. So that's the goal.
I want to put this next record out. We did our first EP a couple years back, and I feel like we've just come a long way since then. I still love that record, but especially with Oz being in the band and new songs, new arrangements, really want to get something down that's really produced and put together and something I can be proud of, you know? And it'd be great to get out of Seattle more, play around the country, or out of the country even would be cool. Hit all the big festivals.
Will you join us on it?
I'm gonna stick this one out as long as possible and see where this, where the road takes us, because I think there's a lot that we've got, it's not just potential, we move people. There are people that are going crazy over the music and it's fun. But yeah, for the future of Barax, I think there's a lot more grr coming in.
Like you were the bottom. That's the way to go. I was born when you were my captain. Keep the floor like the firecracker.
Ozzy wants to play the Hollywood Bowl. Matt wants to go on a 12-week tour or something. He wants to travel the world and everything. John wants to just have a life based in music. And me, I want to play with Joan Jett really bad. Yeah. And Hart and Fanny. And I want to hear their stories and I want to learn from them.
see the world, try and take it as far as we can. Write some music that is kind of familiar but kind of out there, but mainly really just try and take over the world one song at a time. So that's the goal.
For more information about our bands, go to bandinseattle.com where you can watch Bear Axe's full concert.